Method Podcast. Nonconformist, positive nonsense. AquaMethod Podcast. Nonconformist, positive nonsense.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy GP, and you're rocking with me on the AquaMethod Podcast. And as always, you can find me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally. No special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that. Just GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter. Send me an email at grasshoppergp@yahoo.com for any types of sponsorships, advertisements, or you just have something nice to say about the podcast. I really appreciate it. I tell you that all the time because it's the honest, sincere truth. I really appreciate every review, everything y'all have to say about it, the retweets, the shares, the likes, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. You are listening to this on Grasshopper GP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. Grasshopper GP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. Facebook also has this new thing where you can just put @ and your username, and you can go to Facebook fan pages easier. So at Grasshopper GP on Facebook also, Bandcamp also. So check me out on all those platforms over there. All right, so I'm talking to y'all today because this is the year anniversary of my show, the AquaMethod Podcast. I appreciate everybody who's been listening and who's been watching the shows and all that good stuff. There's been a lot of changes. Well, not really a lot of changes. The only change was from the start to now was the addition of video, because I take it seriously. I try to do my best with it, and I'm trying to make it something viable and something special, and in a very competitive and saturated market of people with microphones and cameras and stuff like that. But I think episode 23 or 24 was the first episode with video, and but I started the show. The first episode was uploaded July 23rd, 2015, and previously before that, I had been wanting to do the AquaMethod Podcast for a while. I was telling my girlfriend at the time that I wanted to do a blog. I just got the words wrong. I wanted to do a podcast. I wanted to, speak on the microphone like a radio show, like a talk show, and put it online for whoever wanted to listen to it, And with many things, I would say something, and it would take me a while, and I would get sidetracked, and it would take me a while to actually, get my nuts up and go ahead and actually do the thing. Well, At one point, I decided, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and buy the microphone and see what becomes of it. And I recorded an episode, and it was really bad because I didn't know what I was doing as far as this new microphone and the software I was using at the time. And it was bad. It was really, really bad. Like, the audio was bad. It wasn't the microphone, and it wasn't the cables. It wasn't the computer. It was the software. And it was just awful. And so that one has not gone out ever. That one has not been heard. I might put it out one day, but it won't be for a good long time. But the first episode that got uploaded, that got recorded and uploaded, was about, like I said, it was July 23rd when it was uploaded. But I recorded it previously, and it was about the tragedy that happened at the Grand 16, where a gunman killed 2 innocent people and injured a bunch more while they was watching the movie Trainwreck. So again, peace to those people. Rest in peace to the ladies who lost their lives. It's a shame, but it's a shame, and I want to again, my condolences go out to them. But it's been a year since that happened, but that was the first episode, and it was a shame that I had to start my show on such a sour note, but that was the point of the show. I have a platform, I have a microphone, I have the means to which to get my opinion out there and to broadcast it, and that's what I did. And I wish it was something happier, but the next episode was happier, and the next episode was the official Well, the next episode was the real Aqua Method podcast debut, because that's the one I wanted. That was more me, more happy, more jovial. While the first episode was the first episode, the second one was the one that was more along the format of what I wanted it to really be. And so here I am. It's 2016, and I've been doing the show for a year, and I'm happy about it. And it's 54 episodes in, and I would upload an episode every week. I think a few weeks I did 2 episodes, but mostly it's been one episode every week. Primarily on Saturday. I didn't have a date at the time. I was trying to do it on Thursday because Jenna Marbles was doing her stuff on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and then she inspires me, so I wanted to do something like that. But your boy works a lot, so it just got to the point where I just decided to do it on upload it on Saturday, because Saturday is the last day of the week, or the second to last day of the week, depending on who you talk to, whoever you talk to and stuff like that. Saturday is the last day of the week, and so I just wanted, that's when my episodes go out, and then I would promote it for the rest of the week, and then I would do another episode on Saturday, But the AquaMethod podcast, it has grown legs, and my views aren't astronomical by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not doing large numbers. I'm not even doing medium numbers, but I like doing it. But my numbers are mine, and they're organic, and the people, there's no inflation, except for there's a couple of views I have on my episodes that are from me, because when you edit a video on YouTube, for some reason it counts as a view. I didn't know that. So I might have 5-10 extra views that aren't from other people, but the vast majority of my views are from other people. The vast majority of the views, like 99% of the other views, are from other people. And so despite having a low number of views, the views I have are organic, they're natural, and they're mine. And I appreciate everybody who's clicked on one of them videos, man. I just looked at it. I did a little quick look at the analytics, and it seems like I'm getting viewed in Chile, in Spain, the UK, Canada, of course, America. So I really appreciate it, all around the world. And like I say, I'm saying this earlier, I want y'all to click that like button, click that subscribe button, and please share it to everybody on your Twitter, on your Facebook, your Instagram, all that. Share it out, send it to people, let people know. If you like it, maybe your friends will like it too. But the AquaMethod podcast has defined itself, and I call it the AquaMethod podcast because I'm an Aquarius, and I don't really believe in that zodiac shit, but as an Aquarius, I don't know, I have this fascination with water and the symbolism of water, and the AquaMethod podcast is supposed to symbolize free flowing thinking, free flowing thought, nonconformity, an escape from rigidity, I should say. No boxes. Don't put people in boxes. Don't put ideas in boxes. Let your dreams flow. Let your words flow. Let your opinions flow. Be like water. Be adaptive and adapting, and be free thinking, free flowing. That's what the AquaMethod podcast is all about, and that's why I call it nonconformist positive nonsense, because that's what it is. It's just a bunch of nonsense, but it's about fun, and it's about bringing positivity. It's about bringing a little bit more positivity. I mean, not all sunshine and rainbows, but but I want to entertain, and I want to make people smile, and that's all I ever wanted to do in my life, was to make people smile and clap their hands. I tell you that. I told you that on an episode before, I'm sure. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I want to do in my life, is to make people smile and clap their hands. and the AquaMethod Podcast is a step towards that. Because the world is scary and the world is dark, and but I know that I believe that if we can all just do a little more positive than we would normally do, the world will be a better place. And this is my small little push towards positivity, towards a better world. And I feel like we should all use our talents to do that. I just wanted to be like my heroes, the people who inspire me. I want to make something that inspires others, make people happy, make people think, make people want to do something that they were afraid to do or they didn't think they could do or something like that, because it's us, the dreamers, who's going to make the world a better place, the dreamers, the creatives, the musicians, the artists, the broadcasters, people that inspire me. People like that are the people who's going to make the world a better place, and I want to be one of those people. I want to be like that, and that's why I got the microphone, that's why I got the channel, and that's why I got my show. And I told y'all I'm not a religious man. I believe in God, but I'm not a very religious man, and but I do believe in blessings. And I'm blessed to have been 28 years old, to see 28 years and to see my show reach a year. And I hope that my show can reach 28 years, and I hope that I can reach a lot more, a lot more than that, because I got there's a beautiful world, and I want to see as much of it as I can. And but that's what the AquaMethod Podcast is about. It's about free flowing thinking, and the people I put on the show. I put them on the show because they inspire me, and either they inspire me personally because I like them, or because they're doing something that is inspirational. People who have good stories or stuff like that. I like people who are out there getting it, who are trying. If they ain't got it, they're trying to get it. The travelers, the people who have interests that are that escape their current occupation, because you got to do what you got to do to pay your bills. Don't get me wrong, you got to do what you got to do to pay your bills, but don't ever erase your dreams. Don't ever throw away your dreams because it's not making you no money. Because I love doing a podcast. It's made me a tiny bit, but it hasn't made me enough to pay no bills with. But I'm gonna keep doing it because I love to do it, and maybe, just maybe, I believe in myself, and just maybe I could turn this thing into something that's gonna make a lot of money. Who knows? Everything's possible, and the people that I have on my show, they believe that about whatever they're doing. I got my friend Jalen, who has a sports blog. He wants to be a sports journalist, and if you ask me, he's gonna be a very good one because he's focused. He got a good mind. He got a good heart. He's gonna be all right. I got the KM twins. That's Kayla and Melena. They are fashion bloggers. You're gonna see them in New York one day. I have nothing but confidence in that. You're gonna see them in New York doing something. You might see them on E News. You never know. But you won't see yourself, and they won't see themselves anywhere unless they have a dream, and unless they keep pushing towards that dream, keep fighting for that dream. Again, you gotta do what you gotta do to make some money. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have a dream. You gotta have hope. Don't ever give up, because there's a bunch of people who are thrilled to death to be going nowhere. And I can't. Those people will never be on my show. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you, if you are thrilled to death to be doing some menial task, or if you hate your job. Now, if you love your job, you ain't gotta be no superhero. You ain't gotta be a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be on TV, on the movies, on the radio. You ain't gotta be famous or nothing like that. But if you just gotta love what you do, you have to do that. You have to be happy, because happiness is paramount. There's nothing more important than happiness, because you only get this is not a dress rehearsal. You only get a little bit of time in this thing, and you don't know when it's over. So you gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta be happy doing it. So like that's the people. The people I have on my show are happy doing what they're doing. I don't have all the answers, and I'm far from perfect. But I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm happy, and I can be doing better. I can be doing more, And that's what I hope to be doing with my show and with my career and with all that stuff. But yeah, this episode might be a little short. It might be a little sappy too, so deal with it. I want to thank the people who've been on the show. Like I said, like if you're on the show, it's because I see something in you. You got some spark in you. You got some aura, some energy that I can feel, that I can sense, and I want it on my show, and I want to be a part of it, and I want you to have some of my energy, and let's see if we can make some sort of beautiful chemical equation, and so I want to thank the people I've had on the show so far. There's a bunch of people. I'm not gonna name them all, but I want to name a few of them. Like I said, Jalen, Kayla, Melena, Mr. Jeff, especially Mr. Jeff, because he lets me do my show at the comic book shop and Books 2. So if you're ever in the area, please go support and Books 2. And Mr. Jeff, he's a very cool dude. My man Trent and British Josh, they were the first two guests on the show. So big shout out to them. And I think that was episode 3. I had them on the show. I think my first guest was on episode 3. I think my first episode with video was 24 or 23, something like that. And my friend Lizzie, I want to give Lizzie a shout out. Her husband John, Michelle and Bridget, Cute Classy Chaos, the cosplayers, and anime girls, very artistic people. I love them, they're just beautiful people, so shout out to them. Shout out to everybody who's been on the show, because it's not easy. My friend Anna, especially Anna, she's very cool. She's very, very inspirational, very awesome. She's a world traveler, extremely smart. My cousin Kyra was on the show once, reluctantly. She does not like to do the show, but I'm gonna have her on again. You just mark my words. But yeah, everybody who's been on the show, man, everybody, and because it takes time, and I'm not paying these people. These people don't pay to get on the show, and I'm not paying them to be on the show. They take their time out of their schedules to be on the show, and it means a lot to me because time is money, and time is time, and time is important. So thanks to everybody who's been on the show, man. If I didn't shout you out, it's not because I don't love you. Please believe that I absolutely do. Thank you very, very much for being on the show. Just a lot of people. Mr. Donald for giving me the opportunity to be in Louisiana Comic Con. Hopefully, many things can happen between now and then, but hopefully I get to be a part of that. But like I said, it's a lesson. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be 28 years old, and it's a blessing to be to have a 1-year-old show. Because I could have gave up 100 times by now. It's like it's not easy. Like it's really not easy because you got to, first of all, it's not just turning on the microphone and talking. You got to have something to talk about. You got to have space to talk. Thankfully I've had Mr. Jeff, but sometimes I've used the library. Sometimes I've been at my apartment complex. You need space, and you need to schedule somebody to be a part of your show. And you gotta be cool with rejection because a lot of people, I've been told no. Every episode I've done with a person, there's been at least 5 other people who said no previous before that person. Prior to that person being on the show, 4 or 5 people have told me they couldn't make it. Not because they didn't want to, but they just couldn't do it for whatever reason. And so that's got to schedule somebody. And then once you make the show, once you record it, once you found the space, found a person, found the time, you record the thing, then you gotta edit it. I hate editing, not because I hate editing, because like I've edited many things, especially in college and and other stuff like that. But my software is cumbersome because it's cheap, and it is very difficult to edit, and I don't like to edit on my equipment. Don't get me wrong, I like editing, but this is tough on my stuff. So and that takes time, and then uploading takes time because it's an hour-long show, so it's a fairly large file, so that takes time, and then I gotta promote it. So I could have quit. I could have quit anytime, but I love doing it, and I wanted to make a year, and I made a year, and I want to make another year. But prior to recording this episode, this anniversary celebration, thanking all of you listeners for listening and all the people who've been on the show for being a part of the show. I recorded an anniversary celebration with my man Trent and Mr. Jeff, aka Cap from the comic book shop, and they just spent the entire show breaking my balls, and it was not the best episode. But I think I'm still put it out. But that won't be the anniversary episode. What I'm recording right now will be the anniversary episode, because I realized, and upon further reflection, I don't need theatrics. I don't need a big party. I don't need fireworks. I don't need all that stuff. I just need to tell you thank you. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to tell y'all thank you for rocking out with me for a whole year. Cause there's a bunch of shows on YouTube. I mean, it's got to be millions of shows on YouTube. And some of them with way bigger budgets than me, and some of them with more personality than me, maybe, and some people, with more focus. Obvious, because like this AquaMethodPodcast, there's no focus really. It's free flowing. They have more focused shows, so if you want something specific, you could go to them. But the few of you that have came to me, y'all watched the show, and it means a lot to me. So that's all I wanted to do. I just want to say thank y'all to everybody who's watched the show, man. I really appreciate it, and I'm trying to get better at it, and I think I'm better than I was when I started, and I hope to keep improving and getting better. Like I just want to be like I said, I want to be like the people who inspire me. There's so many people, like and musicians and broadcasters and artists, comedians, movie actors and TV actors, the broadcasters, writers, comic book artists, and fellow YouTubers. And I feel like it's disrespectful to call them fellow YouTubers, me being at the stature I am, but Jenna Marbles and the Gabby Show, and the MCU Exchange and the beautiful people at IGN, and all those people inspire me, and I want to be like them. So hopefully, I've been trying to get the Gabby Show on my show, and hopefully she'll oblige me one day. But that'd be amazing. And like Bill Burr, and Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz, and there's a bunch of people that have made me want to do this. I always wanted to be on the radio. I always wanted to have a platform to be seen or heard. But with the podcast, I can do that and still keep my day job. But hopefully, I can turn the podcast into a big lucrative career that will be my day job, and I can travel and see all types of stuff. It'd be kind of cool. But yeah, man, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of cool episodes, a lot of dope conversations. So please go throughout the whole catalog. There's 50. This episode should be episode 55. There's 54 more episodes y'all can listen to and check out, primarily about comic books, sports, movies, art, pop culture. I happen to have started it during a politics season, with Obama. President Obama is about to leave. Who knows what we're about to get in come November. It's a scary thought, man. We can get Hillary or Donald Trump, man. Who knows, man? It's a scary thought, man. Who knows, man, what's going to happen. But whatever happens, I just hope that we keep our positivity up, and the world is a better place, because that's what we need. That's what the world needs. The world needs more laughs. The world needs more joy, more hand clapping, more smiles, man. There's too much misery out there, man. There's too much misery out there, and I'm not trying to be a part of that. I'm trying to, be anti-misery, install good memories. That's what I want to do. And, yeah. So, like, I had an episode with video recorded, and I might put it out. I'm probably going to put it out, but that won't be the anniversary episode. That'll just be another episode for the second year of the show, starting off the second year maybe, but this is the official celebration of the anniversary of the Aqua Method Podcast. The first anniversary. Happy birthday to the Aqua Method Podcast. And that's it, man. That's all I wanted to do. And I ain't gonna talk about no news, what's going on, and there's a lot of stuff going on, you know, with San Diego Comic-Con. There's a lot of stuff with the MCU. Y'all know I love that MCU. You know, even DC got some dope stuff coming out. What else is coming out? A bunch of cool movies is coming out, but I don't want to talk about that right here because this is just a celebration about the Aqua Method Podcast making a year, and I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to tell y'all. I don't know. Like I always say, man, I'm up for suggestions. Please send me an email if you have any comments y'all want to make to the podcast. What I really would like to do is start doing like email questions like Bill Burr does on his show, the Monday Morning Podcast, with Bill Burr. He gets emails from people asking him for advice or just asking him for his opinion on certain things. I want that too. I want some opinions. Ask me questions on at grasshoppergp@yahoo.com, and I would love to answer your questions on the show. That would be so awesome, and I could give you a shout out and all that good stuff. So please do that for me, and I'm more than willing to do that, and it'll be fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And that's what it's gonna be. So yeah, man, AquaMethodPodcast, free flowing, nonconformist, positive nonsense. You know. Yep. And thanks again, sincerely and absolutely and positively. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I feel like as soon as I turn this microphone off, there's gonna be a big flow of thought that's gonna come to me, and I ain't gonna have it. And then I'm gonna be like, shit, I should have said that, but that's how it is all the time, you know. That's how it is all the time. Again, no news, no sports, no comic books, no pop culture news, nothing, no political news, nothing crazy like that. It's just a celebration, and I am tired. It is almost my bedtime, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off this microphone and go about my day, and that's what it's gonna be. As always, follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram at grasshoppergp@yahoo.com. No, that's the email address. What am I thinking? I'm losing my mind. GrasshopperGP is the Instagram and the Twitter. GrasshopperGP, Instagram and Twitter. Please follow me. Hit that follow button on GrasshopperGP, Instagram and Twitter. Send me an email at grasshoppergp@yahoo.com for any types of sponsorships, advertisements, questions, comments, or if you just have something nice to say about the podcast. I really appreciate it. Honestly and sincerely do. I can't tell y'all that enough. You are listening to this on Grasshopper GP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. Grasshopper GP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. At Grasshopper GP on Facebook, Grasshopper GP on the Bandcamp, all that good stuff. You can follow me on all those platforms. If you're on the Bandcamp, I got a couple songs right there on there right now. There should be more coming soon. Buy them. You know what I'm saying? Put your money where your mouth is. No, just buy the songs. I appreciate it. I'm just a goofball with a microphone trying to make the world a better place. Trying to make the world smile and clap their hands, man. It's your boy GP. Y'all be good.